we will develop a human vital monitoring and alert system using IoT analytics platform. Okay, so this IoT analytics platform we are using to monitor the human this information of vital information. Okay, 18B20. This temperature sensor is new to this particular experiment. Okay, so let's understand this first. What is this particular DS18B20 sensor? Okay, so this 18B20 sensor is a temperature sensor. Okay, that can operate with a very high temperature range. The range is defined right here, minus 55 degree to 125 degree. Okay, so you can monitor that temperature, okay, with the help of this DS18B20 temperature sensor. Okay, so generally you can see this chemical solutions, mines, soils. So these are holding very much low and high temperature over there. So any human person cannot monitor that particular temperature. So what we can do, we can place a temperature sensor over there, and that particular sensor will give us the recording, okay, of that particular temperature, and we can record that temperature in our Google Sheet, and we can retrieve that data anywhere from the world. Okay, and we will get the notification on our mobile phone that this temperature is rising above the threshold level, and the particular operation you can perform at that particular moment. Okay, you can start and stop that particular application which is going on over those places. Okay, so for designing this particular experiment, what we need, this IFTTT, this is a website where you can create the applet, you can trigger the particular event, and you can log the record in your Google Sheet. Okay, so this IFTTT.com website is there. You can log in with this IFTTT website, and you can monitor that particular temperature is rising above the threshold level. Then you will receive a notification. So we will use this particular website, and we are using our Google Drive where we can store all the information. Okay, then we will use this Arduino code to upload this particular program in our ESP32 module. Okay, so we are using this ESP32 module right here. You can see the schematic of this ESP32 module. You concentrate only on the red color. Okay, so this red color show right here is the ESP32 module. Okay, so this ESP32 module is connected with this D18B20 sensor. That is a temperature sensor. It has three pins right here. 1, 2, and 3. 3 pins are available right here. So first pin is ground, second pin is the output pin, and third pin is the input VCC pin. Okay, so you have to connect this third pin to the plus 3.3 volt power supply. Second pin you have to connect with ESP32 to get the information what is the temperature at that particular moment, and this 1 number pin is connected to the common ground. Okay, so you have this ESP32 module, and that common ground is right here. So you have to connect this common ground with this common ground. Okay, so this pin number 2 you have to connect with this D5 number pin, that is digital 5 number pin, and serially you can see this is 8th number pin from your ESP32 module. Okay, and one more thing, that last pin of your ESP32 module, that is enable pin, that is connected to one capacitor. Okay, you have already connected that capacitor. So positive of this capacitor is connected to this enable pin, and negative of this capacitor is connected to the common ground. So these all grounds are connected together, they are common with each other. Okay, so that's all about this particular circuit schematic. And now how you can design this circuit. We are using a simple software, that is this particular Fritzing software. In this Fritzing software we will use ESP32 chip, and that ESP32 chip is directly connected to this 8 number pin from this position. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, this is the 8th number pin, and we can name it as digital 5 number pin. And this digital 5 number pin is directly connected to this second number pin of 18B sensor, okay, 18B20 sensor of temperature sensor, and this third number pin is connected to the plus 3.3 volt supply. So how you can give the 3.3 volt supply? This is our power supply. From this position, we will provide the 3.3 volt power supply to this, and this is a common ground. So all the connections are grounded together commonly, okay. And here, last pin of this ESP32 module is connected to the positive of the capacitor, and negative of the capacitor is connected to the ground. That is all about the circuit creation, okay. And after that, what we will perform, we will use our LMS system, where we have stored all the codes for this particular experiment, okay. So you can see this is a link, experiment code, okay. This is a link where we can download all the codes from the website. And so this is login option. When you click on this login option, it will ask you to log in with your email ID or password. If you are new to this website, so you have to create the login ID and password, okay. But I am going to click on this option that continue with Apple, Google, or Facebook. So I will click on this option, and when I will click on this option, it will ask me where or from which account you want to log in. So I will use this continue with Google, okay. It will ask me the email ID and password, okay. And if I will verify all these things, okay, then it will access me to log in into this system. You have to click on the create. We will create one event right here. If this happen, then what you have to do? You have to click on this add option. All of you, please click on this add option. And what you are going to do? You are creating a HTTP server request by using webhook, okay. So you write here web, okay. So you will find this webhooks. This webhook is created right here, and you have to receive a web request for particular event. So you have to create that particular event. So you have to click on it. All of you give the name of the event, okay. And see, in our Arduino file, we are defining this name as data log, okay. We are defining this name as data log. So same name you have to given right here. So give the name as data log and click on this option, create trigger. All of you give the name data underscore log and click on this option, create trigger. Are you able to reach up till this point? If this webhook request you will receive, then what you have to do? Okay, then you have to click on this option add. Then what you are going to do? You are going to create a Google Sheet. Okay, you are going to create a Google Sheet. So you will find a Google Sheet option right here. So click on this Google Sheet option. Now you have created the Google Sheet. In that Google Sheet, you have to enter the temperature value. Okay. So how to enter that temperature value in this Google Sheet? For that, you have to add the rows. Okay. So you have to click on this option, add rows to the spreadsheet. Click on this. So it will give you the spreadsheet name. So name of that particular Excel file is IFTTT maker underscore webhook underscore event. Okay. And inside that particular file, what you have to store, that particular event which is occur, and that value you have to store. So we are recording only one temperature value. So we will not use this value 1 and value 2. So what we will do, we will delete it. That you have to create right here. So you have to create the particular drive folder, or it will automatically create it, okay, when this particular trigger will occur. Okay, so here this folder is created, it folder is created with the name IFTTT. Inside this folder, this maker webhook name is shown, and inside that uh, webhooks, we have to give the name of your file. Okay, so name of the file is this one. So it will automatically create inside your Google Drive. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to click on this option, create action. Okay, you have
Yes,
to
sir.
click on this, you have to click on this webhook. Okay, so this is the icon, you have to click on this webhook. After clicking on this webhook, on the right hand side you will find the documentation. So all of you, please click on this documentation. Here you will find the key. Okay, so that key you need to place inside your Arduino code. Okay, that key you need to copy from here. So copy this particular key from here